Welcome to Mongolia. Imagine being left alone in the middle of Mongolian wilderness with nothing but a backpack and 5 items. Just having these 5 items isn't enough to survive. You have to have the knowledge and the techniques of surviving. You need to know how to use the items, and it's also very important to have a plan. This speech was inspired by Alone. It's a TV show where contestants go and they try to survive as long as possible. So I chose 5 items that I would choose in that situation. The items that I would choose would be a ferro rod set, a steel frying pan, a wooden bow and arrow, a hunting knife, and a 12x12 ground tarp. I'm going to tell you a little bit about these items and how they work. So the first thing is the ferro rod set. Ferro rod set are used to start fires, and it's like a striker basically. Helder in 2018, who is an outdoor survivalist, said that a fire can be used for nourishment, warmth, and rescue. He also stated that the rod set can be used in pretty much any environment. If it's wet, it can still strike fires. It's extremely durable. He stated that it can last up to 20,000 strikes. It doesn't crack easily because it's basically just iron. So the next thing that I chose was a frying pan, because now that we have a fire, we needed something to put the fire on. We need something to put on the fire, which would be the steel frying pan. Why I chose a steel frying pan is because it's going to help you have safe drinking water, and you also can cook on it. So Tim McWelch, a survivalist instructor for 2 decades, said in 2018 that you need to at least boil the water for 10 minutes so you can get any bacteria that's out. He also stated that boiling water can also kill pathogens that can harm you. Rita Warfield in 2017, who is also a lifelong survivalist, said that she would always carry a frying pan with her because it's lightweight and it's also very durable. The next item, now that we have a frying pan, we need to be able to put something and cook something with it. So I chose a bow and arrow for hunting. The bow and arrow is a wooden bow and arrow, so it's not going to be able to hunt down like big game. It's more for like small game because there's not a lot of pressure that's in that bow. Robert Rickman, who has been practicing survival skills since the 70s, said in 2018 that the bow can pretty much take down anything that you shoot at it. You need to have projectiles because you can't get as close to prey as other things. The bow has multi-functions. The string can be used for fishing, traps, building traps, and shelter building. And the bow and arrow can also be used for protection. So now that we have something to get food, we need something to prepare the food. And that's what leads me to my next item, which is a hunting knife. The hunting knife can be used for prepared food, but it also can be used for crafting. Robert Wayne, who wrote the article, 3 Most Important Wilderness Survival Items, talks about how knives are very important. He said that you need to be able to skin animals in the wilderness, and not only skin the animals, but the skins can be used to make clothing. He also said that the hunting knife can be used for hunting and also for protection, like crafting arrows and crafting other weapons and traps. Now that we have how to prepare our food, we need something for shelter. And that leads me to my next item, which is a ground tarp. The ground tarp can be used for many different things, and that's why I chose it. Jessica Sanders in 2014 writes for active.com, states why the tarp is so important. It can be used for shelter, and it also keeps things dry. You can change how the tarp's used. One potential way is like collecting rainwater. That's one of the uses I would use it for. She said that you can disassemble it very easily, and also it will protect you from UV rays. In conclusion, knowledge is the most important thing, but these items will also help you if you ever find yourself in a survival situation. Again, the 5 items I chose was ferro rod set, a frying pan for cooking, bow and arrow for hunting, a knife for preparing and crafting the food, and a tarp for shelter. You never know whenever a disaster might strike, and it's important to have a plan and maybe someday you'll use this knowledge for if you're ever in a survival situation. Thank you. No, you gotta do the pan.
How many minutes is it?
I thought you were